The following is a special presentation from the WTNS Sports Department.
It's now time for high school basketball here on the sports voice of East Central Ohio, WTNS. Coming up, we'll have all the information on the pregame show. Plus, coming up, Coach's Corner with WTNS sports announcer Steve Corries. It's right here on the sports voice of East Central Ohio, WTNS.
If you own a farm, you know that a one-size-fits-all insurance policy isn't a smart way to do business. I'm John Iannello, your American National Insurance agent in Coshocton, Holmes, and surrounding counties. American National can provide you with a flexible farm package that allows you to customize a policy to match your individual needs. Call me at 740-295-9460 because while you know your business, we know how to help insure it.
Happy holidays from your friends at the Coshocton Coffee Connection. Hi, this is Jamie, here to help make your holiday season a little sweeter. Our little elves at the Coffee Connection have been busy making goodies for all of your holiday parties and family gatherings. Popular this year is our cookie tray, available in 3 sizes, featuring our hand-decorated sugar cookies along with a variety of your favorite flavors. While you're here, pair it with some of our handmade Buckeyes or homemade cocoa bombs. These make great gifts or stocking stuffers. Get your orders in early by calling 740-623-3234 or stop by the Coshocton Coffee Connection.
Coach's Corner is brought to you by the Inslee Insurance Agency. For auto, home, business, and life insurance, call 740-622-1111. That's the Inslee Insurance Agency, 433 Walnut Street, Coshocton.
The Inslee Agency is proud to be a part of this high school sports broadcast. We support the student athletes on the team and the students in all extracurricular activities. Hi, I'm Todd Inslee. In fact, your good student may qualify for discounted auto insurance rates. We can provide you with homeowners insurance and life insurance from Auto Owners Insurance. Insure both with us and save even more. For a no-obligation quote on auto, homeowners, or life insurance from Auto Owners Insurance, call the Inslee Agency at 622-1111.
My guest on Coach's Corner, Kurt Kaufman, the head coach of the Tri-Valley Lady Dogs. They come in to the big game here tonight, district final. Winner this moves on to the regional next week. Just want to talk a little bit about your last game. I thought you came out really well against Philo, took control of the game, and then got the win.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like our defense kind of set the tone for that game. We did a much better job staying in front of our men, making them contesting everything without taking ourselves out of position, and that led to some transition baskets, which I think opened it up for us.
All right, now let's moving on here. This big game, no question about it, district final game. At this stage of the season, you got to worry about everybody, know, and I don't know a thing about Indian Creek. What can you tell us?
Well, I mean, they're a young team that has gotten better as the season has gone. Their coach does a great job, and watching the film of their last game, like they played really well. Now, saying that, we have to do what we do best and, respect them, but it still comes down to us. We have to play our game.
So now let's talk a little bit about keys to this game. The other night I thought you did a good job, especially early, just mixing things up. You pressured at times, then you pull it off. I thought your offensive flow was good. Of course, Alexi got off to a great start and just continued on from there, and that kind of makes things a little easier as a coach when you've got somebody playing as well as she was early.
Yeah, it's we want to make the game more complicated sometimes than it is. If you guard somebody, they're going to struggle to score. And then on the offensive end, you have to get great shots. And I thought we did a pretty good job of that the first quarter. We kind of got away from that a little bit the second quarter, but got back on track. And really that's what it comes down to is you've got to play solid team basketball. And if you do, you give yourself a good chance.
The other thing, and this is just me more watching the way the game flowed. I thought you guys also did a great job, especially late. The game was pretty much in hand, and you got the people in. And I sometimes I wonder if fans or people just don't realize how important that is to get that exposure for young kids that don't generally get to play in varsity action, especially in a district game, to get that exposure.
We're still growing. That's why we took the pigtail game in the tournament, is because we're growing as a team, and the more experience you can get to those people, you don't know what situation's going to come up, and we want to try and help all our players develop over the course of the season. And so, yeah, that's a nice thing to be able to do.
Okay, Hannah's obviously out for this game. Everybody else ready to go?
Everybody is ready to go. As good as they're going to be at this time of year, right? That's what we always say.
All right. I appreciate your time quickly, and I know you got to get in the locker room. Appreciate it. Good luck here this afternoon.
Thank you very much.
All right. We'll be back with the pregame. This is high school girls tournament basketball on WTNS Coshocton.
Coach's Corner has been brought to you by the Inslee Insurance Agency, 433 Walnut Street in Coshocton. Call the Inslee Insurance Agency at 740-622-1111 or go to insleeagency.com.
Coshocton Dentistry offers professional, state-of-the-art dental care in a small-town practice. Doctors Brian Dunlap and Patrick Lopper and their entire team are dedicated to educating you with the help of digital technology to give personalized dental care that you deserve. Their goal is to simply help their patients keep all their teeth for a lifetime in maximum comfort, function, and aesthetics. Coshocton Dentistry is currently accepting new patients. To schedule your appointment with the local professionals at Coshocton Dentistry, give them a call at 740-622-5774 or stop by 448 Main Street in Coshocton. Visit their website, CoshoctonDentistry.com. Do you need health care without the wait? Muskingum Valley Health Center's Urgent Care is now open to serve all residents in Coshocton and surrounding counties. From feeling under the weather to a sprained ankle, MVHC Urgent Care is here for all of your urgent healthcare needs. Simply walk in and be seen 7 days a week at the new MVHC Urgent Care located at 235 Kenwood Drive in Coshocton, directly across from Jeff Drennan Ford. MVHC Urgent Care, healthcare without the wait.
I'm Stacy Rice from Coshocton Collision Center. Winter driving can be hazardous, so be careful when you drive and the weather turns bad. If you have an accident, come to Coshocton Collision Center. We use the latest environmentally friendly paint products from PPG. We put you, the customer, first by using these products to preserve our environment. We complete auto body repairs as promised, offer free computerized estimates, and guarantee our work. For all your body repair needs, come to Coshocton Collision Center, 225 Main Street in Town Center, Coshocton, across from Wilson's Carpet and Furniture, or call 623-7347.
And good afternoon, everyone. I'm Steve Corries along with Chris Wallace, and we are at Cambridge High School. It's tournament basketball district finals. The Tri-Valley Lady Dogs up against the Indian Creek Redskins here this afternoon. Taking a look around the area in games that in the boys area. West Holmes and Tri-Valley will do battle tonight. This is boys action tonight in Division II, in a game you can hear on WTNS. Tri-Valley and West Holmes at Tri-Valley. The winner of that game will play the winner of East Liverpool and St. Clairsville, being played at the same time. And this ball game's at East Liverpool. Game last night, or a couple games last night, a big win for Ridgewood as they defeated Bel Air in a 71-70 overtime ball game. Garraway, who Ridgewood will play, will move on as they defeated Buckeye Trail. So it's going to be Ridgewood and Garraway, that game to be played on Tuesday. We'll be back and get to the starting lineups in a moment. This is high school girls tournament basketball on WTNS Coshocton.
Stay as warm as possible, you add an extra layer. It's the same when it comes to your windows. MRV Siding Supply has Provia triple pane windows, providing an extra layer of insulation. MRV Siding Supply also has Provia Signet fiberglass doors with a foam-filled solid core Energy Star rated. MRV Siding Supply, Millersburg, Newark, and Pittsburgh, PA. Call 800-524-7436.
Get your siding supplies from the siding guys. MRV Siding Supply.
At Village Motors, we take great pride in our product, and we have 2 new models in stock that we're very excited about. Hi, this is Deke Miller, and the full-size Ford Bronco has finally arrived. It is built Ford tough, and it just screams Bronco when you look at it. The Jeep Wrangler will now have a great competitor for years to come. It is the real deal, and you need to see it and drive it for yourself. Also, the Grand Cherokee Extended Length L model has arrived. The first third-seat option for the Grand Cherokee, it combines luxury and off-road capability with the ability to carry 7 passengers. Stop out soon to see the Bronco and the Grand Cherokee L at Village Motors in Millersburg.
The Coshocton Opportunity School has the highest graduation rate out of 86 similar programs in the state of Ohio and is rated as exceeds standards in all areas of graduation. They have a combined administrative experience of 55 years and combined teaching experience of 127 years. They offer a state-required core curriculum, a career-based instruction program, and several electives including art, life skills, parenting, and relationship building. Please call 740-622-3600 if you are interested in applying.
Any day's a great day for lunch or dinner at the Warehouse Steak & Stein. They have half-price appetizers every Monday through Thursday from 4 to 6 p.m. And don't forget about their daily specials. Every Monday they feature their wings. It's half-price burgers on Tuesday, and Thursday stop in for their delicious tender prime rib. Plus, don't forget their weekend entertainment. They are Comedy Central every second and fourth Saturdays now through April. So stop in and relax, enjoy some great food, and take a break from winter. The Warehouse Steak & Stein, located in a historic Roscoe Village. And if you'd like to do carry-out, call the warehouse at 740-622-4001.
Welcome back to Cambridge High School. The starting lineups are brought to you by R.J. Wright & Sons, a locally owned family business offering a full line of ag diesel, lubricants, and gasoline. You can't go wrong with the right fuel. Starting off with the visiting Indian Creek Redskins. Number 2, McKenna Scott. Number 30, Kylie Anderson. Number 12, Abby Starkey. Number 20, Maddie Bellato. And number 1, Brooke Kreitis. And now for the home team in today's contest, the Tri-Valley Lady Scotties. And number 3, Lexi Howe. Number 5, Janie McLaughlin. Number 31, Mackenzie Harvey. Number 23, Kendall Boffman. And number 24, Anna Krupa. The starting lineups have been brought to you by R.J. Wright & Sons, an industry leader in providing complete residential and commercial fuel needs. R.J. Wright & Sons has locations in Newcomerstown, New Philadelphia, and Caldwell.
Coaches in the ball game, Steve F. down at Indian Creek. They come in with a record of 11 wins, 12 losses on the season. Kurt Kaufman is the head coach down at Tri-Valley. They're 23-2 on the campaign. Now getting to the starting lineups. Tri-Valley being introduced first here this evening. But this is going to be a big one. Tri-Valley is a prohibitive favorite in this ball game, and they look to move on to the regional finals, which will be played next week. So, Chris, I think you're going to find it interesting. I know this is probably the first time you've seen Tri-Valley. They like to pressure the basketball, and Lexi Howe is the real deal. She can score a bunch of points.
Absolutely. I've heard the last couple of your Tri-Valley games. You and Steph doing a great job on those games, and I tell you about every other play you hear Lexi Howe and doing it from down low at the baseline, in the block, in the paint, outside 3-point range. She just can do it all, and great defense, always in there mixing things up again in the low block area, and just a valuable asset to this Tri-Valley Lady Dog. Serious, the look on his face kind of tells you everything you need to know about this game, but they are really looking forward to getting this game going and see if they can make it to the regionals.
Yeah, I think you hit it perfectly when you said that it's a situation where they take every game one at a time, and that's the way they play it. And and Indian Valley historically has had good girls programs, and they have people that can score the basketball. They have a little bit of size as well, as we're watching the introductions as we speak. And it's going to be a difficult situation for Tri-Valley. That Tri-Valley will have to play their solid defense, and they'll mix it up. So both teams are hit the floor. Make sure we have all the starting lineups correctly here.
Yeah,
I think we do.
I tell you what, Cambridge decided not to put the starting lineups up until right now, right before the tip, so they didn't want to give us any advantage of who was starting.
So we're ready to go, and official puts the ball in the air, and controlled by Tri-Valley. With the basketball is going to be Lexi Howe. She'll start things out, surveys the defense, crosses the timeline, works on the right side to Boffman. Boffman looks down low and right to back to Howe. Howe skip pass across to Harvey. Thought about it. They're playing coming out in a 2-3 zone. Skip pass is stolen away by Indian Creek. And Tri-Valley goes down low, and putting the shot up's blocked by Harvey, but she fumbles it out of bounds, so the ball will remain with Indian Creek. So quick turnover for Tri-Valley, and Indian Creek will have it underneath. Triggering in will be Scott looking. Now they get it in. She gets the ball back out top with the basketball, number 12. And that'll be Abby Starkey, just working on the perimeter. Gets the ball over to Scott. Back and forth they go, trying to survey the defense that Tri-Valley's in, and I'm not sure if they were going to try to take air out of the ball, but they bounce it down low and turn it over. They got the basketball down in the low block area to Anderson. She tried a backdoor cut. The cutter didn't cut, so turnover for Indian Creek. Each with a turnover with 7:05 to play in the opening quarter. Lexi Howe quickly across the timeline, works towards the right side, dumps it down low to Krupa. Skip pass over in the corner to Harvey. 3 ball on the way. That's going to be air ball long, but there's Howe there for the rebound basket, and she's fouled. Lexi Howe got the offensive rebound and put it right back up and in, and Tri-Valley draws first blood. They lead it 2-0.
Yeah, great job by Howe, just in there in the mix and grabbed a nice rebound, put it up with the contact.
First throw by Howe is right through. It's 3-0, a 3-point play. And with the basketball, Tri-Valley token full court pressure. With the basketball is going to be number 12, Starkey. Now they just working back and forth. Starkey to Scott, now in trouble. And she's going to get a timeout, or the coach is going to get a timeout, as they were having a difficult time. And I believe it'll be 30, so we'll stay right here. The Warehouse Steak & Stein is proud to sponsor tonight's Player of the Game. Tonight's Player of the Game will receive a gift certificate for a famous Warehouse cheeseburger and order their legendary onion rings. This is courtesy of Warehouse Steak & Stein in Roscoe Village. Timeout with minutes 13 into the basketball game, and that's just the type of pressure that Tri-Valley likes to use to create turnovers.
Certainly so. I think a lot of that came from the half-court set in the previous possession. Tri-Valley kind of in like a 1-3-1 zone defense, really kind of threw Indian Creek for a loop there, and then this full-court pressure. They're trying to figure out how they can get the ball across the timeline.
So now they're still having trouble. They finally do get it in with a basketball, Kylie Anderson. Now back across it goes to Starkey. Starkey now picks it up and has it stolen away by Janie McLaughlin. She goes down and lays it in. So a steal and a turnover for McLaughlin. It's now 5-0, and coming up from behind, almost turned it over. They did turn it over. Lexi Howe has it. Goes left side to Howe, now looking. Dumps it down to McLaughlin, back to Harvey. Works right side to Boffman. Kendall Boffman looks, backs it out. Now skips it over to Harvey, left wing to Howe. Lexi Howe looking. Now goes into the corner to Harvey. Harvey, the freshman, double team, but gets it out to Howe. Skip pass across to Boffman. Boffman dumps it to McLaughlin. Goes back door to Krupa. She puts it up and in. And Krupa gets her first basket. It's now 7-0, 5:55 to play opening quarter. Now they back the pressure off to half court. Now they get it across timeline, dumping it down low, putting the shot up's no good, but rebounding the basketball's Indian Creek, and they keep it alive. Ball's blocked from behind, and that's inside is going to be number 30, Kylie Anderson, getting the basket and the offensive rebound. So the size there paid off. There's a 3-ball from deep, and that knocking it down is Harvey. And quickly the other way, Mackenzie Harvey gets her first basket. It's now 10-2 as she hits the triple. Full court pressure. Indian Creek gets it across the timeline with a basketball. Starkey down into the corner. Skip pass all the way across to Scott, and she turns it over. Here comes McLaughlin. Crossing, dumps it down low to Krupa, but she couldn't get to it. So Tri-Valley turns it right back over. Their second turnover. So it'll be Indian Creek basketball. Robertson will trigger in. Now Tri-Valley drops it back. And slowly across the timeline is going to be number 2, McKenna Scott. Scott gets it across, now heads towards the left wing. Hands the basketball off out front. Fumbling a little bit, but coming up with it's Robertson. Left wing it goes to Scott. Scott dribbling out front, has it stripped and stolen away by Krupa. Krupa ahead of the pack. She goes down, little scoop shot, and she puts it through. Anna Krupa with 4 points early, 12-2, 4:37 to play here in the opening quarter. 1-2-2 trapping defense. They get it across, try to still have it across. Scott gets it over, ball's deflected, and we've got a tie-up. Possession arrow will favor Indian Creek. They'll have it over in front of the scorers table with 4:27 to play here in the opening quarter. 12-2, Tri-Valley with the early lead. With the basketball, McKenna Scott, guarded by Anna Krupa. Scott backs it all the way up, still not across timeline, does, works it on the right side. With the basketball is going to be Starkey, and the ball is deflected out of bounds by Harvey. Tri-Valley, a couple substitutes getting ready to get in. One will be Lexi Liddick. Also getting in will be P.D. Moore, as Boffman and Harvey will take a break. Get the basketball in. Shyla Smith checks in. She will have the ball high. Now she's in trouble, and she's going to be tied up. And it'll be a possession. This time will favor Tri-Valley. So turnover for Indian Creek, and that's 6 here early.
Yeah, a lot of turnovers for about halfway through this first quarter for Indian Creek.
Lexi Howe slowly bring it across the timeline. 1-2-2 zone defense, left side to Liddick. Liddick picks it up, back to Howe. Howe dumps it down into the corner. There's a three ball by P.D. Moore. It's no good. Rebound, McLaughlin has it inside, but coming up with the basketball is Krupa. Krupa now to Howe. She's going to let a long triple go. Off the rim, no good, and running it down is going to be Krupa. And we're going to get a foul called on Indian Creek, and it'll be Tri-Valley basketball on the baseline. 3:46 to play here in the opening quarter. 12-2. Oh, dumps it down low to Howe. Nice little play inside, and Lexi Howe gets another hoop. She has 5 points. It's now 14-2. Trying to get it across the timeline is Indian Creek. It's stolen away, but we're going to get a foul probably called on Lexi Howe. Let's wait and see. It is. She'll pick up the personal foul. Smith was in trouble and passed it across, and Howe just ran through the defender and picked up the personal foul. So they'll try to trigger in from the sideline, go all the way across to McKenna Scott. Scott over to Smith. Smith dribbles and runs into all kinds of trouble. Still not across quite yet. Now they do. Now they dump it down wide open, down low, putting the shot up and in. It's going to be number 12. That is Abby Starkey, and they get the basket, makes it 14-4. Howe brings it across the timeline. Works down the right side, dumps it down low to Krupa. Skip pass over to Liddick in the corner. A couple dribbles out front it goes. P.D. Moore now to Howe. Lexi Howe looking. Skip pass out front to Liddick. Dumps it inside to McLaughlin. She squares up, skips it out. Wide open three ball by P.D. Moore. That's going to be no good, but there's Howe getting the offensive rebound. Dumps it out to Liddick. Liddick's shot is right through. Getting the basket there, Lexi Liddick, her first basket. That makes it 16-4, 2:44 to play. Smith gets it across, has it deflected, but they run it down. Now they go outside to Scott. Shot is up. It's going to be no good. Ball tipped by Howe. Rebound comes down to Liddick. Or actually, P.D. Moore got that rebound. Hands it to Lexi Howe. Howe left wing to Liddick. Liddick dribbles right side to Moore. Moore skip pass all the way to Howe. Dumps it down low to Krupa. Skip pass out front, just working the perimeter, just good ball movement. Dump it inside to McLaughlin. She looks. Back out front to Howe on the left wing. Lexi Howe works right side to Liddick. Now goes to P.D. Moore. Skip pass out to Howe, and they take it and they'll back it out and reset the offense. Right wing to P.D. Moore. Now a couple dribbles. Skip pass all the way across to Liddick. Back out front to McLaughlin. She has it stripped from behind. Turnover for Tri-Valley, their third. With the basketball will be McKenna Scott. McKenna Scott across the timeline for Indian Creek. Works down the left side. Now reverses her dribble. Gets it out front. Hands the basketball off to Smith. Smith inside. Scoop shot's no good. Howe rebounds it, and she comes out there with it. Howe crosses over midcourt, down the right side now, looking, pulls up, dumps it down low, dumps it inside to McLaughlin. Little move, goes up, and I'm going to call a jump ball. So that'll be possession arrow 2. And the host of people coming in as Indian Creek has it, also getting into the ball game for the first time will be J.C. Rollison. Tri-Valley doing a good job just getting some people with not a ton of experience varsity-wise, some action here early in this ball game. 16-4 our score with 1:20 to go in the opening quarter. McKenna Scott across the timeline, crosses over, goes down the left side, hands the basketball off to Robertson. Goes right side, trying to get inside. Ball is stripped, not quite, but Smith has it. Tries to go in, dumps it down low. We've got a jump ball called, and this time it'll go to go to Tri-Valley. So turnover for Indian Creek, their 7th. And Harvey will be the point guard as she checks in. Goes right side to Boffman, Krupa, Liddick down into the corner to Harvey. Harvey, a couple dribbles. Skip pass all the way across to Boffman. Thought about it, but she'll back it out. Reset it to Liddick. Has the ball stolen away by Smith. Goes inside, throws up the shot and in. Shalia Smith gets her first basket, makes it 16-6. Crossing the timelines, Harvey. She just holds it out front with 30 seconds to go. Now she moves off the dribble, gives to Liddick on the left wing, out front. Just working the ball on the perimeter. Right wing it goes. Boffman backs it out and gets to Liddick. Lexi Liddick over to Boffman. Boffman looks down into the corner to Harvey. Double team. Skip pass all the way across to Liddick. Has Krupa wide open. Dumps it down inside to Rollison. She missed the shot, and rebound comes down to Tori Robertson. Robertson with 3 seconds quickly throws up a shot at the buzzer. No good. Rebound Liddick. That's the end of the first quarter. So after one, it's Tri-Valley out in front of Indian Creek by a score of 16-6. We'll be back for period number 2. This is high school girls tournament basketball on WTNS Coshocton.
This is Jamie from the Coshocton Coffee Connection. Did you know that we serve breakfast sandwiches all day, every day? Our made-to-order breakfast sandwiches include a fresh egg, melted cheese, and your choice of biscuit, bagel, croissant, or my favorite, onion flatbread. Next, choose from sausage or locally purchased bacon. Enjoy that same bacon for lunch on our BLTs, grilled cheese, and turkey bacon clubs. Pair any of our sandwiches with a hot, made fresh daily bowl of soup. Let us complete your order by making you a specialty coffee or tea. Stop by and see us at the Coshocton Coffee Connection.
Life is full of uncertainties. What happens to your assets after you pass away shouldn't be one of them. At Raymond James Financial Services, we offer a transfer on death agreement that allows your estate to be held in a brokerage account, so it avoids the probate process and goes directly to your heirs. To find out how to make things easier for your loved ones, call financial advisor Shane Pyle at 622-3110, located in Coshocton. Raymond James Financial Services, member FINRA SIPC. Life well planned.
We're back, and Indian Creek will have the basketball coming out. Scott with the ball, crosses the timeline down the left side, picks it up, and it's stolen away by Lexi Howe. Just stepped right into it and takes it coast to coast and lays it in. Howe with 7 points in the ball game, 18-6. She checked back in at the break. Full court pressure this time. Let's see what this does. Scott in trouble, has to pick it up. Now trying to find somebody. Gets it over the right side. They do get it across just in time with the basketball. Starkey. She has it stripped and stolen away, and here comes Howe again. Howe just blows past somebody. Probably got fouled, but no call. Picking up the basketball is going to be Indian Creek. Turnover number 5 for Tri-Valley. Scott crosses the timeline to Smith. Smith, a couple penetrating dribbles, dumps it down low, and she's going to travel before she was tripped. So turnover number 10 for Indian Creek. Krupa back in, and P.D. Moore will take a break. With the basketball, Lexi Howe. Takes a look at Coach Kaufman, gets the play, crosses the timeline. Goes right side to Boffman. Kendall Boffman with the ball, dumps it to Howe. Double team, skip pass easily out to Harvey. Penetrates, dumps it to McLaughlin. Back out it goes. They just work the perimeter. Howe's going to let a triple go, and she knocks it down. Lexi Howe, the first 3 ball of the night, has 10 points, and it's now 21-6. Smith with the basketball. Full court pressure by the Lady Scotties. Gets across the timeline, trying to power inside. Going to be number 30, Anderson. Puts the ball inside, is blocked, and we've got a foul. And heading to the free throw line is going to be Maddie Bellato, who grabbed the rebound and went up strong, and she'll have 2 shots. Foul's going to be on number 5, Janie McLaughlin. And at the free throw line.
Nice job by Maddie Bellato getting that offensive rebound and putting it up strong.
Bellato's first throw is right through. And she'll try to make both throws. 21-7. Shot is short, no good. McLaughlin rebounds, gets to Krupa. Krupa quickly down the left side, gets it over in the corner to Harvey. She's going to let a triple go from deep, and she nails it. Mackenzie Carvey with a pair of threes has 6 points, now 24-7. Quickly the other way, Smith down the left side, crosses, goes deep downside, but throws it away as they couldn't handle the pass. So turnover for Indian Creek, their 11th. 24-7, Tri-Valley basketball. Lexi Howe will bring it across the timeline. Goes left side to McKenzie, to Harvey. Now back to Howe. Howe dribbles out of trouble. Goes to the corner. There's a three ball from the wing. Shot's no good by Boffman, and rebound comes down to number 12, Abby Starkey. Starkey gets it to Scott, and McKenna Scott will slowly walk it across the timeline to the right side to Smith. Smith guarded by Howe out near the timeline. Howe tries to penetrate, has it almost stolen away. Still dribbling inside. Skip pass into the corner. Pass all the way across to Starkey, but there's a nice steal by McLaughlin. Gets the ball to Howe. Howe quickly ahead to Boffman. Dumps it down low, but it's stolen away. Pass just a little late. Quickly the other way is going to be Howe with the steal. Turnover both ways. Lexi Howe just steps into a triple from deep and bang. No, they're going to say, we got one saying 2 and one saying 3. Let's see which way they go. They're going to stop the clock movement.
I think they gave her a 2.
They gave her a 2. Okay.
Yeah.
Had both talking about it. So it's a full timeout, so we'll break away and be back. This is high school girls basketball on WTNS Coshocton.
This guy has a mattress on the roof of his car. She's putting on makeup while she's driving. Turn signals, people.
It's not you, it's them. But your independent insurance agent has you covered. They'll help you choose the Grange Auto coverage you want for your unique needs. You can't choose who's on the road, but you can choose the right protection for the way they drive.
Call Albertson Insurance at 740-622-0572.
Policy and coverage not available in all states.
And welcome back to Cambridge High School. If you have a run-in with a deer, make sure you get your vehicle fixed the right way. Brillhart's Body Shop will give you the quality, attention to detail, and satisfaction you deserve while getting your vehicle fixed. Give Brillhart's Body Shop a call at 740-622-0121 or stop by 622 Main Street in Coshocton.
Good start to the second quarter by Tri-Valley as they've outscored Indian Creek 10-1 here in the quarter and built that lead back to 26-7. 19-point lead with 5:22 to play here in the first half. Pressure once again. Smith trying to get it across and does. Working down the left side, goes into the corner. Back out front it goes. Starkey, she's double teamed, in trouble. Now trying to finds anybody. Steps through, has it stolen away by Krupa. Ahead of the pack is going to be Lexi Howe. She steps through and lays it in. Lexi Howe, 14 points in the ball game. 4:55 to play in the first half. 28-7. Pass all the way across, and they throw it away again. Turnover number 15 here in the first half. Well, they're going to say it was tipped, so they'll stay there. So Indian Creek will maintain possession. Boffman is out, and checking in for Tri-Valley will be Lexi Liddick. Dumps it, get it inbounds, now back all the way out to Smith. Smith penetrates, backs it out, and resets the offense. Now trying to find somebody to pass it to, and it goes out front to McKenna Scott. Smith on the right side. 2-3 zone by Tri-Valley. Smith's going to take a long triple. Back iron no good. Ball is rebounded by McLaughlin. Has the ball deflected and stolen away. Turnover Tri-Valley would be their 7th. And Smith has the basketball for Indian Creek. Working down the left side, Smith. Guarded closely by Harvey. Now she gets it up, almost taken away. Krupa is out defending Scott. Scott trying to penetrate. They'll have to skip it back out to Smith, trying to get inside. Right into the corner it goes, back out front, and they'll see if they can run it down. They can. Smith will run it down with 3:52 to play here in the first half. Shalia Smith with the basketball. Penetrates, ball's deflected and almost stolen away. Ball's loose and they're going to call a foul on Lexi Howe. One of those, yeah, maybe. They'll get a blocking foul, her second, and she'll probably come out with 3:40 to go here in the first half. And checking in will be P.D. Moore, and Lexi Howe will have to take a break. So McKenna Scott will trigger in. Looking, goes all the way out front with the ball. Robertson, the back that goes to out front and almost stolen away by Krupa. Got into the passing lane but couldn't hang on. But ball will remain with Indian Creek with 3:36 to play here in the first half.
It's great anticipation by Krupa. Does a great job on the defensive end.
McKenna Scott has it. Trying to get it in, still trying to get it in, and does. They dump it down low. Double team, stepping through and missing the shot, but a good job of taking it up strong and was Kylie Anderson, and she'll go at the line to shoot 2.
Kylie's first time to the free throw line today.
So Anderson to shoot a pair. Personal foul on P.D. Moore. First free throw back iron no good, so try to split the pair. The Warehouse Steakenstein is proud to sponsor tonight's Player of the Game. Tonight's Player of the Game will receive a gift certificate for a famous Warehouse cheeseburger and order their legendary onion rings. This is courtesy of Warehouse Steakenstein in Roscoe Village. Second throw by Anderson right through. Quickly, Tri-Valley gets it in. Left wing it goes to Liddick. Now back out to Harvey. Will run the show. Liddick, right wing to Moore to Liddick. Into the corner to Harvey. Thought about it. Now picks up her dribble. Goes all the way across. Dumps it down low. Krupa, a little fadeaway jumper, banks it in. And Krupa with 6 points in the ball game, 30-8, 3:08 to play here in the first half. Ball is batted right back in. Krupa almost coming up with a steal. As Starkey tried to go across to Scott. And Smith's going to get back in and taking a break. Looks like that'll be Abby Starkey. So triggering in will be Tori Robertson. Gets it in to Smith. Smith with a dribble out front. Tri-Valley changed up their defense. Not everybody on the same page, and they get an easy basket. Getting that layup down low is going to be number 20. That would be Bellato. Her first hoop at 3 points now. Now skip pass all the way across out front to Harvey. Harvey dribbles over the right side. Dumps it down low. For Rollison, who's checked in, now out front. Just working the perimeter. Harvey's going to let a triple go from deep. That's going to be long and rebounded by Smith. Smith rebounds the basketball and hands it off to Scott. Scott will bring it across the timeline with 2:20 to play here in the first half. Still dribbling. Now hands it to Smith. Smith dribbles left side behind her back, trying to penetrate. Goes over to the corner. Back to Scott. Guarded by Anna Krupa. She'll back it all the way out. McKenna Scott goes right side to Smith. Smith tries a give and go, gets it down low, puts up the shot, and draws the 2-shot foul. Heading to the line to shoot a couple is going to be number 30. That'd be Kylie Anderson, was just at the free throw line. She won a 2 from the stripe. She'll shoot a pair. Personal foul on Mackenzie Harvey. First throw's right through for Anderson. Kendall Boffman checks back in. Her second throw is good as well. So she now has 5 points in the ball game, 30-12, and here comes Harvey. Harvey across the timeline, goes right wing to Boffman. Kendall Boffman works down to Harvey. Harvey dribbles it out. Now she's in trouble, but gets it down to Rollison. Back out front it goes to Kendall Boffman. Boffman right side to Harvey. Steps into a triple. The shot's no good, but Lexi Liddick runs down the offensive rebound and stolen away by Scott. She goes down and lays it in. McKenna Scott gets her first basket. Makes it 30-14 with 1:24 to play here in the opening half. Harvey dumps it to the foul line to Rawson. Skip pass across. There's a 3-ball from the wing for Boffman. No good. Rebound Anna Krupa. She's going to be fouled. Only the third team foul on Indian Creek. It'll be Tri-Valley basketball on the baseline. 30-14 our score. Tri-Valley in front with 1:15 to play here in the first half. Checking back will be Abby Starkey.
Marked 7 offensive rebounds for Tri-Valley here in the first half.
Go outside to Rollison. Now skips it over to Liddick. Liddick has bumped, no call, but runs down. Now goes over. Now Boffman takes the 3 ball. That's no good. Nice rebound inside by Rollison, and she's going to be fouled, putting the shot back up, so she'll go up the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, nice job by Rollison just fighting on the boards there, and had a real nice rebound and just took the contact, went down to the ground, and she'll be at the free throw line for her first time this afternoon.
J.C. Rollison's first throw on the rim and rolls through, so she gets her first point. Janie McLaughlin gets back. Rollison's second throw on the way. That's good as well. She hits a pair. Makes it 32-14, 1:05 to play here in the first half. Smith across the timeline, tries to get baseline. Now it's cut off. He's looking, now goes in the corner, all the way out to Scott, dumps it down low. Good give and go, but they're stepping into it and stealing the basketballs. Rollison. They get it out to Harvey. Harvey bringing it herself across the timeline. Goes over the right side, a little bit of a lazy pass, and coach is telling her about it as well. So turnover Tri-Valley was their 9th here in the first half. A little uncharacteristic for them with those turnovers. Smith across the timeline, dumps it all the way across. Back and forth they go. Smith tries to penetrate all the way to the hoop, skips it out. There's going to be a 3 ball by Starkey, no good. Ball's run down by Krupa, but off her hands. Coach Kaufman says it was really off of Indian Creek, and they were looking right at it. So the Tri-Valley faithful not very pleased with that call. So with the basketball, Scott back out front. Smith has it. Backs it all the way out. Goes left side to Scott. She's in trouble. Penetrates. Goes all the way in the corner to Starkey. She's going to let a triple go from deep. That back iron no good. The ball is batted out front and run down. They're going to call over and back. And I'm not sure about that. That was kind of a loose ball. But they're going to stand. So it'll be a turnover for Indian Creek. They're 17th here in the first half. So with 14 seconds to go, Tri-Valley will play for the last shot. Mackenzie Harvey to the right side, dumps it down into the corner. Skip pass all the way across. There's going to be a 3-ball attempt by Krupa, and she buries it. Anna Krupa with a triple from late, and that's the end of the first half. So after one half of basketball, it's Tri-Valley out in front of Indian Creek by a score of 35-14. We'll be back with the halftime report. This is high school tournament girls basketball on WTNS Coshocton.
Spring by beating the rush and stopping in to Jeff Drennan Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. This is General Sales Manager Craig Abner. We just received the hardest to find low-mile vehicles between $17,000 and $23,000. From SUVs to sedans, we have them all in your price range, and they won't last long. We have the most desirable vehicles all in one location. So stop in for a good buy before interest rates increase. Also, if you have a vehicle with under 100,000 miles and are thinking about selling it, bring it down. Let us buy it. Visit us online for your next vehicle at Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Coshocton.com.
Coshocton Regional Medical Center is committed to prioritizing the safety of our patients. That promise of better care is reflected in our achievement of a Leapfrog Hospital Safety Grade A for safety excellence and a top 10% ranking for patient safety in the nation from Health Grades 2 years in a row. We strive to be the gold standard of care and have demonstrated that pledge to every patient with our commitment to patient safety. Coshocton Regional Medical Center, where care matters most.
The Fisher Funeral Home in Warsaw is proud to sponsor this event as we support the families and individuals that have trusted us with their business through our 4 generations of service to the community. As the oldest family-owned and operated funeral home in Coshocton County, we understand the importance of supporting our youth and fostering pride in our community. Please call us anytime at 740-824-3515 for any of your pre-need or at-need funeral counseling needs. You can also visit our website at fisherfuneralhome.com. The Fisher Funeral Home, serving others as we would like to be served since 1937.
In the nation, we know how it feels when a company doesn't treat you like a priority. You feel small. Or worst of all, like you're just a voice in a crowd. At Nationwide, we put members first. Join the nation.
Nationwide is on your side.
To join the nation, call Scott Boyer in Coshocton today at 740-622-2131.
Subject to underwriting guidelines, review, and approval. Availability and details vary. Nationwide Mutual Insurance Company and Affiliates, Columbus, Ohio.
Now is the time to buy at the 19th annual Saving O the Green sale at Jeff Drennan Ford. Every vehicle in the lot is green tag priced at unbelievable savings. New or used, it doesn't matter. You will save thousands. This is our biggest sale of the year and a great time to get your new Ford. From budget-friendly cars to diesel trucks, every vehicle is marked down and March is the time to buy. Check out the new prices online at jeffdrennanford.com or stop by the area's largest selection of inventory at 801 South 2nd Street in Coshocton.
It's halftime, and Tri-Valley with a 21-point lead at the half as they lead Indian Creek by a score of 35-14. Tri-Valley jumped out in front early. They led by 10 at the end of the first break, 16-6, stretched it out to 21 here at halftime at 35-14. Taking a look at individual scoring in the first half. First for Indian Creek, they were led in scoring by Kylie Anderson, who had 5 points on a field goal and 3 free throws. From there on, Maddie Bellato had 3 points. Abby Starkey has 2. McKenna Scott has 2. And Shalia Smith has 2. That is the 14-point total for Indian Creek. For Tri-Valley, they were led in scoring by their leading scorer, Lexi Howe, who had 14 points in the ball game. She had 1 triple. She had 5 two-point field goals and a free throw for those 14 points. Right behind was Anna Krupa. Krupa had a good first half with 9 points. She had 1 3-point field goal and 3 two-pointers for her 9. Mackenzie Harvey hit a pair of threes for 6 points. Also getting involved, Janie McLaughlin had 2 points. Lexi Liddick had 2, and J.C. Rollison 2. That is the 35-point total for Tri-Valley. Now with the first half team numbers, here's Chris Wallace.
Thank you very much, Coos. As you mentioned, Tri-Valley on top of Indian Creek 35-14. From three-point land, Indian Creek was 0 of 3. Tri-Valley was 4 of 13 for 30%. 2-point field goals, Indian Creek was 5 of 11 for 45%. Tri-Valley was 10 of 11 for 90%. From the free throw line, Indian Creek was 4 of 6 for 66%. Tri-Valley was a perfect 3 of 3. In the rebounding department, it is Tri-Valley out-rebounding Indian Creek 12-6. And turnovers, Indian Creek with 16, Tri-Valley with 9.
Well, I'll tell you what, that turnover number really sticks out early in this basketball game, and that's been kind of the issue for most teams that have played Tri-Valley. You know, they use a lot of that. They mix up their pressures, and they get the turnovers, and they've been able to convert at the other end.
I think you're exactly right. And, Tri-Valley came out in a zone defense that really threw Indian Creek for a loop there and really didn't know how to attack that and what gaps to attack there, and left them a little bit trying to figure out what was going on. And then also that full court pressure by Tri-Valley. I mean, that trapping defense, and Anna Krupa just not letting anybody getting around her, and just excellent defense and discipline from Tri-Valley has really just caused a lot of problems for Indian Creek in the first half.
The other thing with Krupa, and as well as with some of the other players as well, if they don't get the steal, they get a lot of deflections, and the ball gets loose, and it really throws like Indian Creek out of their rhythm offensively, and they've just done a good job responding to that, and and really played without Lexi Howe for a good bit in that first half, which is going into towards the regional tournament, a great experience for the other kids learning how to play without her on the floor.
Yeah, certainly so. Lexi Howe with 4 rebounds in that first half. Again, not playing a whole lot due to some foul trouble. 3 of those 4 rebounds coming on the offensive end. So there's no doubt that she's a big factor there for Tri-Valley. But again, going back to the full court pressure and just the pressure that Tri-Valley puts on Indian Creek has presented a a lot of trouble. And then the offensive firepower, just shooting the ball extremely well. Again, perfect 3 of 3 from the free throw line, 10 of 11 2-point field goals. The only place they struggled a little bit in the first half was 3-point land, 4 of 13 for 30%. Not terrible, but everything else 90% or 100%. So everything pretty close there. But yeah, looking forward to see what adjustments are made here.
Yeah, as well as I'm thinking the same thing. I look for them the third quarter to be, really work on some things that they want to use going forward and see if they can stretch that lead out a little more. And then as they've do customarily, they're going to get their bench, and a bench played actually quite a bit in the first half. So he likes to keep people in, and it is effective.
I think you said it perfectly. Get some of the younger players some experience who don't get to play in necessarily a big game like this. If it was really close, a 1-point game here, so great experience for the younger players, and I did look forward to seeing a little bit more of that here in the second half.
All right, we'll be back with the second half in a moment. The score here at halftime is Tri-Valley out in front of Indian Creek 35-14. This is high school basketball on WTNS Coshocton.
Do you need health care without the wait? Muskingum Valley Health Center's urgent care is now open to serve all residents in Coshocton and surrounding counties. From feeling under the weather to a sprained ankle, MVHC Urgent Care is here for all of your urgent health care needs. Simply walk in and be seen 7 days a week at the new MVHC Urgent Care located at 235 Kenwood Drive in Coshocton, directly across from Jeff Drennan Ford. MVHC Urgent Care. Healthcare without the wait. Advanced Spinal Care and Rehabilitation of Coshocton provides personalized health care that makes a difference. If you've been suffering from neck or back pain, chiropractic care is a non-invasive treatment that can help you feel better. Advanced Spinal Care and Rehabilitation is proud to provide patients with advanced physical medicine. This type of rehabilitation is focused on enhancing and restoring the functional abilities of those suffering from physical impairments. To schedule your appointment, call Advanced Spinal Care and Rehabilitation at 291-8100 or stop by 112 Chestnut Street in Coshocton.
At Village Motors, we take great pride in our product, and we have 2 new models in stock that we're very excited about. Hi, this is Deke Miller, and the full-size Ford Bronco has finally arrived. It is built Ford tough, and it just screams Bronco when you look at it. The Jeep Wrangler will now have a great competitor for years to come. It is the real deal, and you need to see it and drive it for yourself. Also, the Grand Cherokee Extended Length L model has arrived. The first third-seat option for the Grand Cherokee, it combines luxury and off-road capability with the ability to carry 7 passengers. Stop out soon to see the Bronco and the Grand Cherokee L at Village Motors in Millersburg.
To stay as warm as possible, you add an extra layer. It's the same when it comes to your windows. MRV Siding Supply has Provia triple pane windows, providing an extra layer of insulation. MRV Siding Supply also has Provia Signet fiberglass doors with a foam-filled solid core Energy Star rated. MRV Siding Supply, Millersburg, Newark, and Pittsburgh, PA. Call 800-524-7436.
Get your siding supplies from the siding guys. MRV Siding Supply.
We're back, and the second half is underway. Tri-Valley has the basketball. Howe works right side to Boffman, down back to Howe. She dribbles back out front, goes into the corner to Harvey. Harvey looks inside, but skips it back to Howe. Howe left side to Boffman. Down into McLaughlin. She fakes inside and gives it back to Howe. Now to Boffman. She's going to let a triple go. That's going back iron, no good. Ball's tipped outside and run down by Howe. Howe out the timeline, all the way across to Krupa, back to Boffman. Boffman picks up her dribble. Now goes back to Lexi Howe. Howe now takes a look at the defense, goes left side to Kendall Boffman. Boffman to McLaughlin, looks in the corner to Howe. She's wide open for a triple. That rims out, no good. Rebound comes down to number 30. That would be Kylie Anderson, and Anderson gets the ball to Starkey, and she slowly brings it across the timeline. Actually, that's Scott, and she kicks it, and the ball's loose down low, and Indian Creek will turn it over. Lexi Howe diving in there. So the ball goes to Tri-Valley, 35-14, just underway here in the second half. Howe quickly brings it down the right side. Looking inside, it goes Krupa, skip pass all the way to Harvey. Harvey steps into a 3 ball, and she bangs it home. Mackenzie Harvey, great ball movement, gets a look at the triple and buries it, 38-14, 6:44 to play in the third. Across the timeline, Smith. Smith penetrates. Ball's kicked by Tri-Valley. Ball remain with Indian Creek.
Tell you, Harvey doing a great job shooting from beyond the arc for Tri-Valley. She has 3 of 6 from three-point range.
So Smith, who started the second half, will get it in to Scott. McKenna Scott dribbling out front, hesitates, gets across the timeline. Back out front to Smith. Dribbles to the timeline on the left wing. Now goes all the way across to Scott. Scott takes a look at the defense. Back out to Smith. Just real patient. And they go all the way across, double down, and they throw it away. Tri-Valley jumped them down in the corner, and they tried to get rid of it quickly and turned it over for the 18th time. And it'll be Tri-Valley basketball. Lexi Howell slowly bringing it across the timeline, down the left wing. Dumps it down low to McLaughlin. Skip pass over to Boffman. She's going to let a triple go from the wing. In and out, no good. Ball's rebounded by Howell, and she's going to be fouled. Lexi Howell with that athleticism just goes up top and grabs the rebound and is fouled from behind. So checking into the lineup will be Abby Starkey. And taking a break will be Tori Robertson for Indian Creek. Krupa with the basketball goes all the way out to Harvey. Harvey down in the corner to Krupa. She's going to let a triple go. Front iron no good. McLaughlin keeps it alive, but it's rebounded by Bellato. Bellato rebounds it, hands it off to Smith. She crosses the timeline. Guarded by Lexi Howe. Dribbles towards the right wing. Now reverses her dribble. Ball is deflected and stolen away by Howe. Howe trying to run it down. She finally does. Looking, now goes out front to McLaughlin. Back it goes to Howe. Goes right wing to Harvey, and she backs it out against the pressure defense. Lexi Howe goes down into the corner to Boffman, and she stepped on the inline. Or sideline, I should say. So turnover for Tri-Valley, be their 10th. And it'll be Indian Creek basketball on the right sideline. With the basketball will be Mackenzie Scott. She brings it across the timeline, goes down the center of the floor, skips it all the way down low, runs into some trouble and gets deflected, and McLaughlin rebounds the basketball. Shot was missed by Bellato. Here comes Howe on the run, and she puts it through. Lexi Howe with 16 points, 40-14, 5 minutes to play here in the third. Smith quickly the other way for Indian Creek. Works out to the right wing. Still dribbling. Now tries to step through and goes down low. And there's Howell with the deflection and Harvey with the steal. Ahead it goes to Anna Krupa, who leaked out, and she lays it in. Anna Krupa gets in double figures with 11 points. It's now 42-14. Quickly the other way is going to be Scott. Back to Smith. Smith takes it down, tries to dump it inside, but it's stolen away. Ahead of the pack's going to be Krupa, and she lays it in again. Anna Krupa with back-to-back breakout baskets, and now a 30-point lead at 44-14. 4:15 to play here in the third period. Tri-Valley putting the pressure on once again. Scott across to Smith. Smith dribbling towards the right wing. Penetrates down low, now kicks it out. And it's going to be a timeout by Indian Creek with 4 minutes exactly to play in the third quarter. Score is 44-14. It's a full timeout, so we'll break away and be back. This is high school girls tournament basketball on WTNS Coshocton.
Art Saylor here from Saylor Wealth Strategies. Most people assume they need a large amount of wealth to hire a financial advisor. Not true. I think outside the box to customize a plan for the individual. I also educate my clients along the way about how and why a plan can help and work for them. The key is to have a plan. If you'd like more information or to schedule a free consultation, call Saylor Wealth Strategies at 740-575-4782. We're here to help you achieve your financial goals.
Securities offered through registered representatives of Cambridge Investment Research Incorporated, a broker-dealer member FINRA SIPC. Advisory services offered through Cambridge Investment Research Advisors Incorporated, a registered investment advisor. Saylor Wealth Strategies LLC and Cambridge are not affiliated.
And welcome back to Cambridge High School. We'd like to let you know that Advanced Spinal Care and Rehabilitation is now accepting new patients. They specialize in sports medicine as well as joint, low back, and neck pain. They believe in an integrated approach through massage, chiropractic, nutrition, and state-of-the-art therapies to achieve one goal: for their patients to regain their health as quickly and responsibly as possible.
Resuming play, Indian Creek with the basketball to Scott. Scott looking in trouble. Ball's deflected, but she gets it out to Starkey. Starkey skip pass all the way across to Scott. Back out front it goes. Smith trying to penetrate, kicks it over in the corner, trying to get baseline, still powering up, and half to Bellato that is, and she's stolen away by Krupa. Anna Krupa gets it ahead to Liddick, who checked in. Now goes P.D. Moore. P.D. Moore quickly down to the corner, and out front they'll reset the offense. Dumps it down low to Krupa. Back out to Howe. Skip pass all the way across. There's another three ball. That's going to be off the rim, no good. But there's Anna Krupa running it down. Shot was missed by P.D. Moore. With the basketball, Howe penetrates. Dumps it to Krupa. Back out to Howe. Dumps it inside. Little backdoor cut to Dinan, who checked in. Now they're trying to get baseline, and we got a bump and a foul. Picking up that foul will be Maddie Bellato. So the ball will be Tri-Valley ball on the baseline. Tri-Valley will trigger in, and the cameraman, they'd like for him to move. So there we go. They get it out to Lexi Howe. Howe stops. Nice move inside, steps through, missed the shot, and the ball's deflected out of bounds. Might have been a little contact there, but play on in this situation. 30-point lead for Tri-Valley at 44-14 with 3:08 to play here in the third. With the basketball, Scott gets it across to Smith, and she'll bring it across the timeline. Takes it all the way inside, tries to dump it down low. It's kicked by Tri-Valley, so it'll remain with Indian Creek. Checking back in, Janie McLaughlin, and Anna Krupa will take a break. Working, they try to dump high lob and pass, stolen away, and it's going to be a foot race. Howe just races past people and lays it in. Lexi Howe with 18 points in the ball game to lead all scores, 46-14, 2:45 to play in the third. Across the timeline, Smith, guarded by Liddick. Pass all the way across. They dump it down into the corner. Starkey fumbles it. She's double teamed, steps through, gets it down low. Powering the shot up and in is going to be number 30, Kylie Anderson. That's the first basket of the third quarter for Indian Creek. Kylie Anderson with 7 points in the ball game. Lexi Howe cross timeline. Left wing it goes P.D. Moore. Down to Howe. Howe looks to McLaughlin. Squares up. Gets the ball back out and run out by Liddick. Down in the corner to Howe. Dumps it down low. So they're just moving it well. Skips it into the corner to Dinan. Back to goes to Liddick. Liddick crosses, has the ball deflected and stolen away. Smith has it. Pushing and trying to push it inside. She loses control. Dumps it out. And Howe hustling from about the half court or from the foul line, gets over and deflects it out of bounds with 1:56 to play here in the third quarter.
Great effort, just sticking with it and maximum effort, diving, for that ball with the lead, a 30-point lead that they have, and just still out there diving and going into the bleachers. Great job by Lexi Howe.
And she'll take a break. As checking back was Anna Krupa. So defensively, Tri-Valley trying to get organized. Now we're ready to go. Almost a pick off there. Krupa almost with another steal. Ball's on the deck. We've got a scramble. The ball comes up, throws it over to the corner. Thought about the three ball, penetrating, stepping through, throws a shot up and traveled. That was on Tori Robertson. Just drug that pivot foot as she tried an up and under move. So the ball will be with Tri-Valley. Mackenzie Harvey will bring it across the timeline. Works down the right side. Now goes over to Anna Krupa. Krupa back out front to Dinan. Dinan to foul line to McLaughlin. Skips it back to Krupa into the corners. Harvey, she's going to let a triple go. That time she missed, but was run down by McLaughlin, but she couldn't handle it, and the ball will go over to Indian Creek. Rollison will check in, and checking out will be Ashley Dinan. So J.C. Rollison back in the ball game, and getting in, Smith will come in, and taking a break will be Brooke Kreitz, who had been in. They get it into Smith. has the ball stolen away. Turnover comes up. Rollison lets traffic clear, brings it herself. Goes over to the right side and back to Harvey. She'll set up the offense with 1:12 to play here in the third. Harvey dribbles towards the right side. Back out front it goes to Liddick. They just work it to down low. Nice give and go, and Rollison gets the basket. They went to McLaughlin. She dumped it down low to a cutting Rollison, who has her 4th point of the night. And quickly the other way comes Indian Creek. Dumps it down low to all wide open layups. Good. Nice ball movement by Indian Creek. And getting the basket once again is Kylie Anderson, who has 9 points for Indian Creek. Down to 40 seconds. 30-point lead at 48-18. Harvey looks it into the corner to Rollison, all the way back out front. A lot of contact, but McLaughlin runs it down. Nobody calls anything. Now they finally do. Had to almost call one there.
2 players got hit down on the ground. And
so picking up the personal foul will be Abby Starkey.
That'll be her 4th.
Okay, and checking back in will be number 24. That's Cam Keatron. That'd be her first time back in. Goes by some to Liddick. Now they go left side to Harvey. Into the corner, Krupa, wide open triple. She missed the shot, but rebound McLaughlin. Good positioning. They're just working the perimeter. Backs it out with 18 seconds to go, and I think they want to play down to 1 shot here late in the third period. 13 seconds with the basketball. Now there's Harvey wide open for 3 from the corner and missed it again. Ball's deflected and run down by Krupa. 3 seconds. Krupa steps into a 3 ball and hits it at the buzzer. So Anna Krupa continues her fine night, bearing the triple. And after 3 quarters of play, the score, Tri-Valley 51 and Indian Creek 18. We'll be back for period number 4. This is high school girls tournament basketball on WTNS Coshocton.
Start spring by beating the rush and stopping in to Jeff Drennan Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. This is General Sales Manager Craig Abner. We just received the hardest to find low-mile vehicles between $17,000 and $23,000. From SUVs to sedans, we have them all in your price range, and they won't last long. We have the most desirable vehicles all in one location. So stop in for a good buy before interest rates increase. Also, if you have a vehicle with under 100,000 miles and are thinking about selling it, bring it down. Let us buy it. Visit us online for your next vehicle at Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Coshocton.com.
Shopaholics and people who hate shopping have one thing in common. Neither likes to shop for insurance. At Grange Insurance, we get that. That's why we recommend buying through independent agents.
Let Albertson Lawrence do the shopping for you. They will look at a variety of insurance companies and recommend only the best ones. Companies like Grange, who offer great value and exceptional claims service. Call Albertson Lawrence today at 740-622-0572.
Products not available in all states.
We're back and ready to resume play here in the fourth quarter. Indian Creek will have it coming out. Anna Krupa, who's done about everything, almost with another steal, gets it to Scott. Out front, handles the ball to Smith. She's going to let a long triple go from way down. Back is rebounded ahead to McLaughlin. Harvey's going to race down by herself and lay it in. And Mackenzie Harvey, as we've hit the continuous clock number at 35, and it's now 53-18. With a basketball, and turning it over is going to be Indian Creek. They're 26th of the game.
I've had to do the same myself there.
The Warehouse Steakenstein is proud to sponsor tonight's Player of the Game. Tonight's Player of the Game will receive a gift certificate for a famous Warehouse cheeseburger and order their legendary onion rings. This is courtesy of Warehouse Steakenstein in Roscoe Village. McLaughlin out. And Rollison back in, and host of people out. Harvey's still on the floor. Krupa's still on the floor. And Boffman is checked back in. It's also number 10, Liddick. Skip pass all the way across to Boffman. Boffman looks, goes high post to Rollison. Skip pass to Harvey. Harvey down in corner to Krupa. Krupa to half spot is going to be bumped, and they're waiting for, then there will be a pushing foul. So the ball will remain with Tri-Valley. Clock moving with 6:35 to play in the ball game. 53-18. The Lady Scotties out in front, looking to advance to the regionals. Harvey looking, trying to get it in, finally does. Gives it to Anna Krupa. She gets outside and resets the offense. Goes across to Liddick. Liddick over to Boffman, back to Liddick. Working the perimeter. There's going to be a 3 ball from the wing. Air ball short, but there's Harvey with the rebound. She backs it out. Shot was missed by Kendall Boffman. She gets it again. See if she's going to try it again. She is, and this time she hits it. Kendall Boffman with the triple. And she hits her first basket of the ball game. 56-18. Quickly the other way, Indian Creek. In trouble, looking. Now ball's deflected. It'll be, they're going to give it to Tri-Valley. So turnover number 27 in the ball game. And I think they had Kendall Boffman out there. She wanted to get the only one that hadn't been on the scorebook for the starters, and she buried the triple. 5:25 to go in the ball game to Rollison. Skip pass wide open in the corner. P.D. Moore lets one go. Back iron no good. Rebound comes down to Indian Creek, grabbing that rebound. Number 31, that would be Robertson. Hands the basket to Scott, who brings it across, guarded by Liddick. Crosses over, nice move. Skip pass into the corner, man. Traveling with the basketball is going to be Maddie Bellato. Turnover number 28, and that's been the big story compared to 11 for Tri-Valley. Tri-Valley with only 2 turnovers here in the second half. 4:54 to go in the ball game. Mackenzie Harvey across the timeline, backs it out. Now goes to Lexi Liddick on the left side. Now to Dinan. Dinan down to Harvey. Steps back, has a shot blocked and rebounded by number Tori Robertson for Indian Creek. Hands it to Scott. She quickly comes the other way. Goes into the corner, and fumbling it out of bounds will be Indian Creek. That'll be turnover number 19.
Or 29.
Oh, yeah, let's try 29. Yeah, good point.
And we'll let you know when buying or selling real estate, you want an agent you can trust. Find that agent in Carla Norris from the HER Realtors Coshocton office. Carla makes home buying a hassle-free process for her clients. Call Carla Norris at 740-502-1881.
Rollison took a 3 ball and missed it, and the rebound came down to Bellato, and they handed it to Scott. Mackenzie Scott out front, crosses over, tries to get all the way to the hoop. Skip pass over in the corner. There's going to be a 3 ball from deep. Shot is missed by Robertson. Ball rebounded by Kylie Anderson for Indian Creek. Gives it off to Starkey. Penetrates, looks, in trouble. Trying to dump it down. Ball's loose, and ball be out of bounds off of Indian Creek. So Tri-Valley will maintain possession. Clock moving with 3:30 to play in the ball game. 56-18. It's been all Tri-Valley here this afternoon.
Certainly has a lot of it coming from the defensive end, just doing a great job of putting a lot of pressure on there, full court pressure, even in the half court set, just causing all these. We're now at 30 turnovers for Indian Creek, and got to give that to the effort of Tri-Valley.
Quickly the other way is Tri-Valley, working left wing. Out front it goes to Mackenzie Harvey. She puts it under her arm and just backs it out near the timeline, working to the right side. Hands it to P.D. Moore, just working the perimeter to Dinan. Down low to P.D. Moore. A little spin move inside. Put the shot up, no good. Ball's deflected out of bounds. It should stay with Tri-Valley, and it does. The Warehouse Steak and Stein is proud to sponsor tonight's Player of the Game. Tonight's Player of the Game will receive a gift certificate for a famous Warehouse cheeseburger and order of their legendary onion rings. This is courtesy of Warehouse Steak and Stein in Roscoe Village. 2:35 and moving in the basketball game. Harvey is out and checking in for the Lady Scotties. Yeah, see who we got here.
With a continuous clock, you can just kind of run some subs in there and take about 2 minutes off the clock.
That's Clara Goss that's getting in. Now it looks like we're ready to go. Dumps it out front toward Rollison. Over in the corner, there's going to be a 3 ball. It's going to be short off the front of the rim, but rebound comes down to Goss. Shot was missed by P.D. Moore. Gets it over to Dinan. Dinan running the weave out front. With the basketball now is Wilson, who's checked in. That's Addison Wilson, just running some time. Backdoor cut. Oh, nice step through. They're going to call travel, but it was a nice move by number 20, Addison Wilson, but they're calling it for travels. That'd be the 12th turnover for Tri-Valley. Minute 35 and moving here, 56-18, and Tri-Valley's going to move on to the regional tournament. Out front, skip pass all the way across to Smith. Smith has the ball deflected, and Tri-Valley hustling gets to it. They give the basketball out front to Goss. Now trying to go all the way to the hoop, dumping into the corner. There's a shot from the wing, no good. Rebound comes down to Wilson. Wilson out front to Goss. Goss back to Wilson out front. They're just working the perimeter. Still working it. There's going to be a 3 ball from deep. Back iron, no good by P.D. Moore. That ball's on the deck, and we've got a tie-up and a jump ball. Possession arrow favors Indian Creek. 55 seconds and moving here in the fourth period. Tri-Valley will trigger in. Gets it all the way out front to P.D. Moore. Moore with it, dribbling. Now goes left wing with the basketball, Dinan. Out front it goes to Rollison, back to Dinan. Dinan to Goss. Goss dribbles out left side, now to Dinan, just puts it underneath her, to Rollison. She just puts it underneath her shoulder, her arm, and they're just going to let the clock run out. Nobody's going to defend. And Tri-Valley is going to move on to the regional semifinals of next week, a date to be determined, as they're going to win this afternoon by a score of 56-18. The Tri-Valley Lady Scotties improved to 24-2 on the season. That's the ball game. We'll be back and tell you about it. This is high school girls tournament basketball on WTNS Coshocton.
Coshocton Regional Medical Center is committed to prioritizing the safety of our patients. That promise of better care is reflected in our achievement of a Leapfrog Hospital Safety Grade A for safety excellence and a top 10% ranking for patient safety in the nation from Health Grades 2 years in a row. We strive to be the gold standard of care and have demonstrated that pledge to every patient with our commitment to patient safety. Coshocton Regional Medical Center, where care matters most.
It's time to be thinking about those concrete projects. Coshocton Materials offers ready-mix concrete, precast blocks, and a variety of mason and concrete products. Located on County Road 621 in Coshocton, call today for prices and delivery options at 740-722-9015. That's 740-722-9015.
Pearl Valley Cheese would like to announce their new winter hours. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, Saturday, 9 to 4, and closed on Sundays. Tours are still available, but only by appointment. So call 740-545-6002. At Pearl Valley Cheese, they've been making quality cheese since 1928, including their award-winning Swiss cheese, along with Colby, Marble, Pepper Jack, Farmers, Jumping Jack, and Lacey Baby Swiss. For the best cheese, visit Pearl Valley Cheese, located on State Route 93 in Pearl.
Now is the time to buy at the 19th Annual Saving O the Green sale at Jeff Drennan Ford. Every vehicle in the lot is green tag priced at unbelievable savings. New or used, it doesn't matter. You will save thousands. This is our biggest sale of the year and a great time to get your new Ford. From budget-friendly cars to diesel trucks, every vehicle is marked down, and March is the time to buy. Check out the new prices online at jeffdrennanford.com or stop by the area's largest selection of inventory at 801 South 2nd Street in Coshocton.
Domino's now has a new deal to help feed your entire family. Take advantage of 2 large, 2-topping pizzas for only $10.99 each, carry out or delivery. That's 2 large pizzas with 2 toppings each delivered to your door for only $10.99 each. Give us a call today in Coshocton at 622-9345 or in Newcomerstown at 498-4131 and get 2 large, 2-topping pizzas for $10.99 each, only at Domino's.
The McDonald's is food you buckle in with your seatbelt deal. And there's no reason not to take that extra precaution, because a meal from McDonald's is not just a meal. It's often your most precious cargo.
Now get a free sausage McMuffin with egg when you download the McDonald's mobile app.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. McDonald's. I'm loving it.
Free sausage McMuffin with egg valid one time through 4/3/2022 at participating McDonald's. Download and registration required.
We're back at Cambridge, where this afternoon Tri-Valley has moved to the regional tournament as they've defeated Indian Creek by a score of 56-18. Tri-Valley jumped out in front early. They led 16-60 into the first break. It was 21-point lead at halftime, 35-14. They stretched it even further to 51-18 after 3, and they win it here this afternoon, 56-18. Taking a look at individual scoring in the ball game. First, for Indian Creek, they were led by Kylie Anderson, had a nice ball game with 9 points. She had 3 field goals and 3 free throws. From there, they had 3 points from Maddie Bellato. They had 2 points from McKenna Scott, 2 from Abby Starkey, and 2 for Shalia Smith. That is the 18-point total for Indian Creek. For Tri-Valley, they had 3 players in double figures, led by Lexi Howe. Howe had 18 points in the ball game. She had 1 3-pointer. She had 7 2-pointers and 1 free throw for 18 points. Anna Krupa was next with 16 points. Krupa, an excellent ball game, hit a pair of threes. Also had 5 2-point field goals for her 16-point total. Mackenzie Harvey also got into double figures with 11 with 3 triples and 1 2-point field goal. Rounding out the scoring, it was 4 points for J.C. Rollison off the bench, 3 points for Kendall Boffman, 2 points for Janie McLaughlin, and 2 points for Lexi Liddick. That is the 56-point total for Tri-Valley. Now with the final team numbers, here's Chris Wallace.
Thank you very much, Coos. As you mentioned, Tri-Valley on top of Indian Creek, 56-18. 3-point land, Indian Creek was 0 for 5. Tri-Valley was 7 of 29 for 24%. 2-point field goals, Indian Creek was 7 of 14 for 50%. Tri-Valley was 16 of 21 for 76%. From the free throw line, Indian Creek was 4 of 6 for 66%. Tri-Valley was a perfect 3 of 3. In the rebounding department, it was Tri-Valley out-rebounding Indian Creek 24-13. And turnovers, Indian Creek had 30, Tri-Valley with 12.
Well, I'll tell you what, just another dominating performance by Tri-Valley here this afternoon, moving on to the regional tournament for an opponent to be determined a little later, probably this weekend. And as we understand it, that game will be played Tuesday night. It'll be the second game of a doubleheader, which would probably put that game at around 8 o'clock on Tuesday evening. But, an impressive win for the Scotties, and that's Lady Scotties, and that's kind of what they've been doing the entire tournament.
Certainly so. Definitely got to do my fair share of listening to you call the Tri-Valley Lady Scotties, but my first time of getting to be in the hot seat, and I tell you, they're about very deep, very good discipline, and, shooting the ball extremely well today, but I think a lot of it comes from the defensive end, causing 30 turnovers, only 12 themselves. A lot of that comes just from defensive pressure and, again, discipline and really just getting after the ball, and a very impressive performance. And then you go to the offensive side of things and just shooting the ball extremely well, 76% from 2-point field goals, only shooting 3 free throws in the ball game, but still 100% there, and definitely had their fair share of 3-pointers tonight, only shooting 24% from beyond the arc, but just an excellent performance, and it just goes to the all-out hustle and determination that these girls have, and a will to win. Some of these girls have been around on this team for a couple years, where they have seen making it to the regional and even the state tournament, so they know what winning is all about, and just it really shows from their effort on the court.
It'll be interesting to see. The one thing that Coach Kaufman's been able to do is get a number of people into the ball game and giving them some experience. But things change a lot now. You get to that regional level, everybody's good. So to build depth is a key, especially this late in the season.
Absolutely. You get to the regional tournament, and it's a little bit different caliber of teams than what we've seen thus far, but Coach Kaufman, as you said, just a great job of getting a lot of players some playing time and building for the future. But it comes regional time, we're building for now, and got to look at one game at a time at that point, and looking forward to see who they'll get to play and where that'll be again on Tuesday night.
Last order of business for us here is going to be the Warehouse Stekenstein player of the game. We're going to give that to Anna Krupa tonight. We felt like Krupa with 16 points, a number of rebounds, and then really the hustle plays as well. So she'll be the recipient of a gift certificate, good for a famous Warehouse cheeseburger and order of their legendary onion rings. This is courtesy of Warehouse Stekenstein in Roscoe Village and in Dresden. Want to say thanks to people that help us with the video here. Casey Claxon and along with Mark Clark doing the job here today. Thank Chris Wallace. That's right. Ellen Hardesty back enjoying her afternoon doing the things back at WTNS Central. I'm Steve Corries. Once again, the final score here this afternoon is Tri-Valley, a big win over Indian Creek as they win it 56-18. Have a nice night, everyone.
Thank you for joining us for this WTNS Sports broadcast. Audio CDs of this broadcast are available by calling WTNS Radio at 740-622-1560. WTNS Coshocton. We are the sports voice of East Central Ohio.